What's up, YouTube? What's up? So by now you didn't saw the video where Isaiah Thomas was on NBA Network and he had a problem with LeBron James um, being out in skin and bare chest and with a do rag on his head, and he said, "Why are you coming to the basketball gym dressed that way?" I think that there is a lack of professionalism. I don't know where they went back to what happened to the decorum. You know, David Stern had rules. Adam Silver definitely loosened it up. Cats used to wear suits. Coaches used to look like coaches. you know, uh, when I see JJ Redick, for instance, he looks like he's like one of those cats that's working at one of those hotel lodges where they kind of how do I say it? Hotel, like he's kind of on the promenade deck. You know, it's a real Joe casual. It doesn't look like a head coach. There is a lack of professional decorum with wearing good clothing. You paid good money, you should look the role. You know, Cash used to look the role. You know, it used to be. I know somebody gonna come in and say Iverson with his imagery, and David Stern said, "Yo, you gotta rock some suits." You know, Kobe was rocking the throwbacks, rock suits. Everybody stepped their game up. You know, and I think that's the problem because you go into a sense of professionalism. You know, and I think that's another thing with the way the play is. Cats are blasé. They're not treating it like a business trip. They're treating it like cookout, badminton, just chilling. And there is a lack of decorum. There's a lack of style. You know, cats gotta should step their game up. I don't have a problem. You know what I liked about the Super Bowl? Jalen Hurts and Mahomes were both decked out when they went in. That's the way it's supposed to be. You know, it's not about conservative or being open. It's just about looking like you belong. You're getting paid X amount of money, and you're coming to said events. You should have some decorum. You should have some style. You should have some grace and some class. See, the problem is that people be cookie cuddled, and so everybody's treating it like they all coming to the cookout. They all treating it like this is just And cats wear a nice cut, wear dress up, come correct. That's not asking too much. It really ain't. And you really can't tell. What's because the presentation does mean a lot, especially when you can afford it. I can understand, or even a rookie ceremony, you can afford a nice cut of clothing. I can understand it. You were on your budget and you had to buy somebody's hand me downs, but you're living good. You should come and present yourself as such. There's no excuse for not. There's no excuse for not. you know, Cats can be walking around with some flip flops and wearing safari hats and colorful Hawaiian shirts. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna stay in Cancun because the mindset you have to have some decorum. That's what. Pardon me. That's one of the problems. If you look like success, you're gonna feel like success. If you don't look like success, you're not gonna reflect it. And it is important that you have a certain type of presentation that looks like it. But see, LeBron is one of them turkeys that's stuck in Arrested Development. He's vulgar and he's smug and he acts like, and whatever he's taking, whatever's going on, it's like it just kind of that's kind of the thing. There is no sense of like, I have to step my game up, I have to reflect, because again, professionalism is so important. You don't go into no bank looking like who banging. You got to go in there like you belong. So they should do that. I have no problem with them having a dress code because I think that the lack of class and sophistication is one of the reasons why it's one of the many reasons why it makes this game so unbearable to watch. It really does. And Cash used to carry with some style. They used to look like they belonged. They looked like they had a decorum. They had a tone and a feel. Not like they were going on a safari. But then again, the way these coaches getting fired now, they probably will be going through a safari. They probably be getting their Crocodile Dundee on or something because I don't know what's going on. But anyway, let me know if you got a problem, if you have a problem with the dress, that you wish there was a dress code in the NBA, because I do, because I think it is definitely lacking. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share if you like and hit the membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. My peace.